Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Cram Jam. My name is Jack, also known as Peebus.
My name is Chris, also known as Erica.
Anthony Lamp.
That's right, everybody. We still have that dead silence.
And a dead
Thank
man.
you all for coming. And a dead man. We'll get to that in a minute. Thank you all for returning. Sorry about our various hiatuses every other week. But that's about to end soon, because we do have good news.
We've been
Isn't
deep
that right,
on the
fellas?
search. Yeah.
Who's news?
What? Anyways, we've been deep on the hunt, on the search for a certain creature, which is why we've been missing a lot. It's because we've been very busy looking, for sure.
That's right.
Good excuse.
Yeah, it's real.
The saga of Big Bungus and Marcus's departure. It's coming to an end. Luckily for all of us. It's been long running, and we have our first official lead. We have a location.
Big Bungus has been sighted, ladies and gentlemen.
It is true. We are currently in a sting operation just outside Kitty Hawk, North Carolina.
President Joe Biden, fan of the show, has been very, very cooperative as being a big fan.
I don't think you remember.
Oh.
But President Joe Biden, fan of the show, was also taken.
Yeah, he's been very cooperative.
So he's been very cooperative with Big Bungus.
With Big Bungus, as I was saying, because I definitely remember the things that have really happened on our show,
so
Jack. I don't know why you accuse me.
We're gonna ignore everything Chris says for the next 50 or so minutes.
Yes,
and
Facts.
maybe even the
muted.
rest of this podcast run.
Yeah, if you hear me, you're imagining things. Anyways, continue.
It's true. You should see it. You should see a doctor, perhaps.
I am in your head.
Yep. We're gonna wrap up the podcast later, and you're gonna keep hearing Chris
for the rest of your life. I will be a curse. You.
Yep. Good luck. That's the only reason why he's still on the podcast. He's cursed. Anyways. We're currently in a sting operation just outside of Big Bungus's hideout. We've been closely monitoring his moves. We were able to catch a glimpse inside of the cave that he dwells, and we could see Marcus. He actually looks like he's having a pretty good time. Looks like Big Bungus has him set up in a cell with a little TV and some games. So he's been kind of vibing. He's been playing Psychonauts, having a good time.
Psychonauts.
But
baby.
And we've also seen President Joe Biden, fan of the show, stuck in a cell beside him. All he's been given is bread and water. So.
Yeah, it's actually really weird how Marcus was actually it looks like Marcus's cage isn't even locked. We watched him walk out and just get food from the Big Bungus's fridge that he has.
Went to the bathroom.
Yeah, he went to the bathroom. He's allowed to use the bathroom and leave the cave whenever he wants. We don't know why he's still in there. We don't know if he knows if he can leave. But
yeah.
Joe Biden, fan of the show, has been complaining over and over again, let me free, help me out! But Marcus is like, it's whatever.
Marcus is like, hey, Joe Biden, you ever heard of Johnny Test? And
it's called reparations,
exactly.
And it's well overdue. So, we plan on staging our attack on Big Bungus sometime this weekend. And so we should be bringing Marcus home to what seems to be a much worse life, if we're quite honest.
Yeah, we got to bring him back.
Very soon.
He seems too comfortable. We got to bring him back down to his level.
To the horrors of the world. But we figured we might as well, pass some time. So while we're in the sting operation, we've decided to watch some of the Olympics.
Yeah.
And they've added a few sports. Only one I know is skateboarding, which is pretty cool.
They've added 5 new sports actually. There's they have now surfing as well, baseball and softball, and karate. And then sport climbing, Anthony, as you'd probably enjoy.
I do enjoy.
Interesting.
So, which I actually like a lot of them. However, I gotta say the apparently the surfing was really underwhelming to watch because it was just so much time between the waves, and I was like, they should they can make we have the technology to make an actually really good Olympic surfing wave pool. We could do that with our science that we have today. Why didn't they do
really,
that?
really good point.
They
It's
could have
also
just
really,
done
really
that.
expensive to make numerous times because it's not placed in the same area every time. You know what I mean?
That's true. I just saw recently like a bunch of abandoned Olympic stadiums because a lot of them are built specifically for that Olympics, and they just get fucking left there.
The Olympics demolish any economy that isn't a major economy that goes to them. Like if you look at Brazil at now after the Olympics, like specifically the Olympic stadiums, it looks like something you'd see in like fucking Fallout or something, where it's just been abandoned, overgrown. Like I'm expecting to see
the Last
mutated
of Us map,
a mutated like jaguar wandering around in there. Like it's terrifying. But you know, we were looking at these new sports and we're like, you know, there are better sports than surfing to add to the Olympics, right? Or baseball. I mean, come on, nobody even plays baseball, right?
I will say the skateboarding really fucking cool.
Skateboarding was cool.
Keep that forever.
Yes, skateboarding for sure.
And like a 13-year-old won the gold, which is fucking awesome.
It was super sick to watch.
I don't understand because your boy doesn't watch sports. How does baseball go into the Olympics?
How does basketball? It's
the same way
a
basketball.
I dislike
the team
that.
Wins.
It's anything.
Dislike that.
The same way soccer.
Why is volleyball in the Olympics? You know.
Football.
I mean, it's a smaller team.
I always picture like individual sports as the Olympics. You know, the big ones. The swimming mostly was what I would pay attention to when I was younger.
See, that's weird because for me it was my family. It's what your family watches, of course. But exactly. we had the Olympics was always huge for our family because I mean my parents were big into sports. But like the Olympics was one of the ones that I actually genuinely cared about because it was really cool to see like the world come together and see what country had the best for each sport in the world, you know? And like I don't go and usually cheer for the country that I live in. I usually cheer for whatever, like I'll watch the competitors and go, oh, that competitor's looks like they're having a good time or like is just there to be, you know. Like
Chris only cheers for the winners. He only cheers for the shoo-ins that are definitely gonna win.
No, not the ones that are like super sweaty, try hard. The ones that are there that
Big
are like
fan of the Yankees?
being fun. No, I hate the teams that always win. I do the opposite. I look at the ones that have personality, the ones that are going and like shaking their competitors' hands afterwards. I go, oh, you're really chill. I hope you do well. Except for I will cheer, and I will say this: I have a relative that won Olympic gold.
Oh.
Yes, I do. In the steeplechase.
Really?
Last year,
somebody,
person that won Olympic
somebody tell me
gold,
what that is.
The steeplechase is a running one.
Okay, I see.
The steeplechase here, I'll come and give you a good
synopsis.
Yeah. The steeplechase.
While he's looking for that, I will say one time. I only really paid attention to the swimming, but one time, my father made my brother and my sister and I all sit down and watch all of the Olympics for God knows what reason.
What?
And I hated it.
That's awful.
It
sucked, and I have not watched the Olympics since.
See, I enjoyed I always enjoyed the Olympics because I felt like you could just watch whenever you wanted.
Sure. But you say that like the surfing is outstandingly boring, but a lot of it is boring. Almost all of it, I'd say, is really fucking boring.
I guess. I don't know. I enjoy watching it. I enjoy watching the races, like seeing who pulls ahead in first. I like watching like the high jumps and like the shot put and like because just looking at the competitors is usually just cool. Because like you see some like there was this lady for shot put this year who was called the Hulk. And she wore a Hulk like face mask, and according to my dad, she looked like the Hulk. Her arms were like huge, and like he was like, it's just fun to like see the different competitors that come out. And like I will say, by the way, my relative won in the 2016 Olympics for gold for the steeplechase, and the steeplechase is basically it's a 300-meter race, but it has obstacles. So it has hurdles in it. It has a puddle in it, which makes it so you have to run through water, which just kind of messes with the traction.
Oh, okay. I know what the steeplechase is.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's the like most complicated of the runs. I feel like. So now I will say very distant relative. I've never met this person, but still, it is somebody that if I went to any form of family gatherings on that side of my family, I could have the chance of meeting the person, but I don't, so I never have.
Is your relative from Bahrain or Kenya?
No, this is the 2016.
Yeah, I know.
Both, actually.
I'm looking at 2016 gold medalist, and
Courtney Frakes?
that is not there.
Wait, is it silver? Did she get silver? I was told she got gold.
E. Yeager and H. Kiyang. So what's the truth, Chris?
Did you look up steeplechase 2016 Olympics? Because I will share my screen with you, and I'll show the person's faces all over here right now, because I already looked it up to double check on the name, because I really don't know the person.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
I see her name there, but when I Googled
all over
2016
here.
steeplechase gold medals, it did not show that. What the hell?
Yeah, it's all over here.
That's so weird.
It's silver. I apparently got it wrong. It was silver, but I thought it was gold. I was told gold by my parents.
Yeah, let me show you my screen real quick. This is quite upsetting.
This is really good for strictly
This is great
audio
for an
media.
audio. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're doing this. Anyway, the whole point of this is to explain that we have compiled some funny sports that we think would be interesting to see in the Olympics in the future, since they have started adding new ones. They probably won't for another like 5 or 6 Olympics.
Of course not.
But yeah. So we're gonna go through and sort of explain some of the ones that we have, and I know that Chris and Anthony have found real sports, I assume.
Ones that do exist.
And I didn't. I made up 3 new events, so I would like to go last, and Chris has the most, so I'm gonna say Chris.
Oh, I figured we'd just trade off going back and forth for this one.
Yes, let's do that.
Yeah,
that's a better plan. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna start off with a nice classic. This has grown a lot in popularity across the internet in recent years. So I'm just gonna bring this, or this past year. So I'm gonna bring it up just as a shout out. Professional slapping. There are 2 major circuits. There is the Eastern and Western circuits, the American and the Polish and Russian circuits.
Yep.
It is one of my favorite sports to watch now. A shout out to the much smaller YouTuber that really needs our shout out, Moist Critical. Only multi-million subscribed. But he really brought it to the internet's attention that this is an awesome sport, and it really is. Watching, I go on Stone Faces and watch the slapping all the time, and it is just so cool to watch these just giant men, these just massive hulking men go out and just slap each other with the force of Zeus, and then just they take it. And you're like, that would have snapped my neck. That would have actually killed me. And I just want to see all of just the biggest guys from around the world, and women too, because there's the women's circuit is vicious as well. They're almost scarier because they're like nasty about it. The guys are, the guys, they got their like kind of stone-faced, like demeanor, but the women will scream in each other's faces and be like primal about it, and it's like, holy shit, like watching this sport is fantastic. It's always just entertaining, and it's just straight up hand to face action. You can't move, you can't flinch, you have to just sit there and let the guy slap you, and then you slap him back. And then you just go back and forth. And if you get knocked out, you get knocked out. And it happens more frequently than you'd think from slapping. But I'm going to just say that genuinely, like as an actual submission for this, I think that professional slapping would be an excellent addition to the Olympics. And I believe that Russia would take the cake by far. Just from what we know, I believe Russia would they have just some of the most insane men that I've seen in the sport. And I just am like, all right, yeah, I think they'll crush this. But I do want to see what the rest of the world has to offer.
I wholeheartedly agree with you on the fact that the Russians have hulkier men in terms of slapping, because
It is true.
those guys are tanks. They are walking
Yeah, I'm going
tanks.
to be honest.
Scary.
I didn't even know that America had a circuit of this. I thought it was only Russia.
The American
That's the
one
only
is
ones that I've seen.
we've got some good slappers, but it's nothing compared to the Russian circuit.
It
Looks like they took bears and shaved them.
It looks like
threw them up on a stage.
it looks like 2% of America looks like 100% of Russia.
Yeah, the
Like-
Russian slapping champions look like they could swallow the American ones whole.
Now, obviously, there's different weight classes and such, but anyways.
But the heavyweight class in America looks like it could be swallowed whole by the heavyweight class in Russia. Like, there's a guy
enough.
whose torso or whose upper arm is wider than my torso. Like, genuinely. And it's
Yes.
like, that's a guy that could slap me out of existence. So yeah. Anyways, Anthony, what you got for us?
My first one is a real Olympic sport that already exists. And
Oh.
I'm mentioning it because it is just so ridiculous. And it's so ridiculous, in fact, that I feel like if any of the three of us, whom of which are not outstanding athletes, could work towards this in like a couple of months and probably place pretty high. What sport might that be? It is called speed walking.
Power walking.
Oh my god.
Speed walking. It's ridiculous. I want you to know that I googled speed walking Olympics to make sure I wasn't like on every drug on the planet. And one of the recommended people ask questions, it says, "Is race walk hard?" and
Wow.
and the answer is no. No, it doesn't say that. But the circuits go from 1 mile, 3,000 meters, 2 miles, and 5,000 meters, and there's a couple of more. But 5 minutes for a mile, I feel like that's not that high for like the best record. I feel like I can get pretty
I
close.
mean, I think it's a persistence thing, because I looked it up and it's saying 50 kilometer race walk.
Women have
and-
never commonly competed internationally over 50 kilometers.
The women's 20 kilometer, and I'm saying men's 50 kilometer.
There are those, but there are also other circuits.
Yeah, but like those at least sound like a persistence thing.
Oh, those sound awful.
That sounds that there I can see being that makes sense to me. But like a 100-meter dash speed walking, no, come on.
Oh, come on, son.
Come on.
100
come
meter
on.
speed dash. Speed walk.
Absolutely not.
Come on. Just come on.
Not enough.
Not in my Olympics. Not in my Olympics.
Olympic.
Jack?
People also ask how nanny miles is 500K. And yes, I
nanny.
did say nanny.
Well, how nanny miles
How
is it?
nanny miles?
Approximately 31 miles.
31 nanny.
Thank you, guys.
Anyways, Jack, do you wanna wait to deliver one of your custom ones to us, or do you want me to go? back
I'm
to a real
ready.
one?
I've got one of my easy ones.
All right,
here.
give us a custom.
This one took zero thought.
All right.
So here I've got tumbling.
Is that the just falling?
Just falling down a hill.
Yeah, I've got here guys rolling down a hill. Is what I've got here. I'm not sure how it would be scored.
Is it who breaks the most bones, or who gets to the bottom first?
Yes.
It might be who gets to the bottom last and with the least amount of injury.
What about like there's judges?
Whoever
What
can
about
walk
style
after.
points? You know, Like if someone
What
does
about
like
style points?
someone does like jumps up in midair whilst tumbling and does like a couple of flips in
How
midair.
about this? You lose a point for every bone broken.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say limb lost.
It's an automatic disqualification if you die. And yeah, I'd say it's whoever gets to the bottom of the hill the fastest.
And
So,
instead of like, the different like length things for like, the races, like 50K and 20K, instead it's the steepness of the hill. So, there's one that's like at a nice 20-degree angle, and then it goes to a 45,
Exactly.
and the last one's just a cliff. And it's whoever
Correct.
survives jumping off a cliff.
It gets progressively longer as well.
Yeah. And it's
the last one isn't anything in the it's gonna be like a negative 20-degree angle. That's what I'm gonna say.
You're just literally jumping off a cliff.
Yes, you're literally
But,
just jumping.
You'll tumble
to your death.
eventually.
And this is not artificial hills we're talking about. I'm talking natural landscape of wherever this is taking place.
He's jumping into Mount
I don't know if you guys
Fuji.
are. This is almost a real sport, because there is a
The cheese rolling contest.
the
Yes.
cheese rolling contest where you I think it's in England, because of course it is,
Yes, it is indeed.
where
in
they
England.
they just let a wheel of cheese roll down a hill, and then a bunch of people chase after it.
It's a
and,
200-yard long hill, by the way.
People have broken so many bones. I think people have died.
It
It is intense.
Back to your disqualified thing. If people die, could you imagine somebody just gets like stuck into a tree and just instantly dies, and he goes, "Steinman has been DQ'd."
Yep. Oh man, I really want to share my other ones, but I'll say
Here, all right. I'll cut you off so then you can't.
thank you.
So you know what else is a great sport? So the only sport that my high school had, I went to a weird high
Oh,
school.
fuck
I'm gonna
off.
say this
I know
right
what
now.
this is.
I'm gonna say this right now because I have to make fun of my high school. So the only sport that was at my high school
I hate this.
was Quidditch. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard me right. Quidditch from the wizarding world of Harry Potter. Now, how did we play Quidditch
Wizarding
without
World
magic?
of
you
Waverly
ask?
Place.
Yes. Now, how did we play Quidditch without magic? We had hula hoops taped to poles, and then we'd run around with poles between our legs that you had to hold on to, which is actually really fucking difficult. And you played the whole game with one
I can
hand.
do it.
You played the whole game with one hand, because
If
you were
if you
holding
drop the pole, if you drop the pole, you get hit over the back of the head with a baseball bat
and killed.
to simulate the blunt force trauma of
Of
falling to the ground.
Yeah, they're very serious about that.
Everyone stops and grabs a baseball bat and just pelting you.
And then,
You also get stoned.
well, there actually
The
there
lobby.
is the job of the people. So there's in the actual in the books, the sport of Quidditch. There's the chasers, which are the people that go after the main like point scoring ball, and they just are tossing around a soccer ball through the hoops, basically. And then there's the beaters, who in the book they have to fight off the magical orbs that go and try and attack people, and they use bats to hit them into other people. We just use big dodgeball kickballs and would chuck them full force at each other. And that's
Nice.
the beaters were only allowed to throw them. And then there is the keeper, who is the goalkeeper, and then the seeker. Now you may be asking, now how do you have a snitch, the golden snitch, which was a magical little ball that flew around? How do you have that if we don't have those in real life? Now one might think, oh, you have a drone, that'd be funny, but no. This is a small charter school. We can't afford anything. We can't afford
even
any
better,
sports.
I would argue, is the what you guys have.
Even better. Yes, I agree. Even better. Somebody from a different team would always have to be at the game to be the snitch. And they would put a tennis ball in a sock, tuck it into the back of their pants, and they could do whatever the fuck they wanted to run away from the seekers.
Could
Now,
they
this
run
was
off
actually-
campus?
They could. They
Oh
could
my
go
god.
anywhere. At least that's how we played it. I think that there are rules for where you can go in like the professional scene. Because yes, colleges do have Quidditch teams. That is a thing. In
Good
Muggle
lord.
Quidditch, it's my brother played it in college. He should be ashamed of himself. Yeah, no, he's
What
listening.
position did he play? Did he play? Was he like first
I
string?
believe he was a beater. So
First
he
string
just ran
beater?
around. Yeah, he just ran around chucking balls at people. But the snitch literally could like they could grab you and throw you on the ground. They could do whatever the fuck they wanted. They had no rules actually.
So they could just whip
Now,
out a gat.
yeah, I mean, now laws do still apply to you. The Quidditch does not Quidditch does not get rid of laws. However, yeah. So it's a fucking stupid game. And it was the only sport that my high school had. And I think it would be really funny to see a bunch of people from around the world running around with sticks between their legs that they have to hold, trying to throw balls into holes, and then have just one person from a different country there, just juking them out, kicking them in the stomach, running around, doing the high jump, like grabbing the fucking like long jump poles and jumping around them, shit like that.
Here's my suggestion. It's a third party. Completely like this country doesn't compete in the Olympics. They are hired and paid a large sum of money to paint themselves entirely gold and run around completely nude
For the entirety of the Olympics.
Yep, and just fuck people up for all of the Olympics. For every sport.
I think that's a great idea.
Perfect.
No, but yeah, I think it'd be funny if Quidditch was added and I just wanted to let people at home know, yes, there are people out there. There are real people out there that play Quidditch on a regular basis, and if that is your dream, go follow your dreams. You may be bullied, but you deserve it.
You will be bullied.
Anyways, continue. For
nice.
context, I played the sport, so I'm allowed to be bullied as well. Anyways, Anthony, go.
So y'all listening at home, don't worry, we do every day. The next sport is solo synchronized swimming. And you might be thinking, what the fuck? How can you be synchronized with yourself? This also was a previous Olympic sport. Yes, it was.
Before they realized, wait, huh?
This was 1984 to 1992.
How are people stupid from that whole time period?
There was the idea of synchronized swimming is to have a whole team of participants perform in unison. If synchronous, fuck, I can't talk. God damn. But that's not what it was. The cool name is yet solo synchronized swimming. So they would just swim and dance in the water. Technically, this article does not explain it at all very well.
Wow.
But the Olympic overlords decided that it was worthy of inclusion in those years.
Right.
And then they realized no.
Yep. Since that was so short, I'm going to do my next one. It's the last one I actually have from the Olympics. And that is poodle clipping.
What?
This is a real Olympic sport.
What year?
Paris, 1900.
So for one Olympics.
For one Olympics, there was the poodle clipping competition. And Avril the Fool, a Frenchman, won gold after clipping 17 poodles.
What?
This is real.
So it was just who can do it the fastest and the best?
Yes, that's exactly what this is.
Man. What the fuck?
I love how it shows a picture for the flyer for the Olympics for the 1900s, and it shows somebody like getting ready to run. It shows somebody with a shot put in hand, and then it shows someone clipping a fucking poodle.
Oh, God. This can't be real.
You said 1900.
Yeah.
What the fuck were
Wow.
people up to back in 1900?
Oh.
Well, I mean, the original Olympics were just a bunch of nude dudes just throwing stones. So.
This makes me think of a real quick, Jack. This is a real quick one. This just makes me think. There was another common sport that was done from the 17th to the 19th century. called goose pulling, where
Oh, fucking what?
where they'd hang up a dead goose from its legs, and then a person on a horse would gallop by and try and grab the head.
I have no words.
What? Wait, no, wait, I'm gonna look. I just looked at the article. It wasn't dead. What the fuck?
It was a living goose.
It was a living goose.
Was the second half to then strangle it?
No, the point was to pull its head off.
Oh my god. I didn't hear that
Holy
part.
shit.
I don't like
Kings
this.
would compete with each other to become the emperor by doing this? In the Netherlands? What? What?
Oh my
That
god.
makes it so much
There's no way. There's no
stranger.
way. This is in the medieval times, by the way. This is a medieval sport.
Oh my god.
Sorry, this was brought
Okay.
to my attention because I saw a video of a dude fighting a goose because the goose was attacking him. And I was like, that would be a funny sport. And then I looked up goose sport, and I
Guess
found
what?
goose pulling. And I didn't read it all until now, and now I'm horrified. Anyways, Jack, you got something to cheer us up?
Do another one.
Do another one? All right. Well, here's a better one. Have y'all ever heard of Calvin Ball?
No.
Calvin, as in Calvin, the name.
Yes.
As in
As
the
in-
man's name? No, I
Yes.
have not.
So Calvin and Hobbes created a wonderful sport called Calvin Ball. The only consistent rules of the game are that there are no rules that can be used twice, and that each participant must wear a mask.
Wait,
Um,
repeat that. The
There are
thing.
the only consistent rules of the game are that Calvin Ball may never be played the same twice, and that each participant must wear a mask.
Oh, I know what this
This is
is.
from Calvin and Hobbes.
I know what this is.
What?
This is from Calvin and
Ow.
Hobbes. This is Calvin Ball, the sport that they used to play. So it's just making up a sport as you go. But I think it would be really entertaining to see that happen at the Olympics. Just professional athletes, just from every sport together. Like the gold medalists from each sport get together on two separate teams, and they have to play not teams. It's all free for all, and they have to play Calvin Ball. And the refs just make up rules as these athletes try and compete with each other. And I think that would be really entertaining to watch and see what happens. And like it's not actually for anything, but like, I think that would be really funny. So Calvin Ball is one of my contributions to this. I would like to see Calvin Ball added to the Olympics. Yes, and thank you, please and thank you, Mr. Olympic.
Okay. I've got my next one.
That's what
It is esports,
Yeah, that doesn't exist.
but
Oh,
not the esports you might be thinking of.
oh no. Yeah.
So this is specifically the esports speedrun competition.
Oh.
So there are 6 games that you must complete, and you must complete them within a certain amount of time.
Oh no.
The first round, there's 6 rounds. The first round, Super Mario
64.
on the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Oh.
Oh, the OG.
The highest speedrun, the highest ranked speedrun on speedrun.com is 4 minutes 54 seconds.
I was gonna say, is it glitchless? Is it
It's
speedrun
simply
with,
any percent
any percent?
speedrun.
It's underneath the president of speedrun.com.
I don't know what that means.
So any rules that the speedrunner
Oh, the
categories
president.
have. Yes.
Okay, you said president.
Did I?
Yes.
Okay.
But that's besides the point. So, the first round is Super Mario on the Nintendo Entertainment System, the OG.
Mm-hmm.
The highest ranked time is 4 minutes 54 seconds. In order to get gold, you must complete it in under 3 minutes.
Okay.
That's physically impossible. That's literally impossible.
It is
Shut
not
up. Just wait.
able to happen.
Minecraft is round 2. Highest ranked speedrun. It's whatever the current version is. Highest ranked speedrun is 9 minutes. Oh wait, sorry. Nope. Let me go back. Sorry.
Well, there's seedless and there's random seed.
It's random seed.
Random seed. Okay.
Doesn't matter. Random seed. Anybody can get it.
Everyone gets the same seed.
Anybody gets a random seed. Doesn't matter. And it is 11 minutes. That's the highest one is 11 minutes, 9 seconds. That's the real time. In-game time is 9 minutes, 36 seconds. You must complete it in 10 minutes to get a gold medal.
Jesus Christ.
Round 3, Dark Souls 2. Surprisingly, the highest ranked speedrun for Dark Souls 2 is 14 minutes. You must complete it in 10. Round 4, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Oh, God.
Highest ranked speedrun, 25 minutes, 30 seconds on speedrun.com.
You must complete it in 4.
You must complete it in 10 minutes. Round 5, Dark Souls 3. highest ranked speedrun is 30. Oh shit! Sorry, 1 sec. 31 minutes 48 seconds. You must complete it in 5 minutes.
Are you just making up these second numbers now?
What?
Are you just making up these second numbers, the prerequisites?
I've written them down. This is this is how long it takes for you to complete.
This is how long it takes Jack to beat the games. So
it's true. Yeah, it's based on my metrics.
Yeah, it's based on
I haven't
his...
submitted. I haven't submitted because I didn't record them. But
well, just because he
it
doesn't need to. He just knows that he's better than everyone already. So
it's true. You check my Steam. It says Dark Souls 3 playtime 6 minutes.
Yep.
I've gotten every single achievement.
Yeah, he's beaten the game twice.
It's true, twice. I did it first in 5 and then again in 1. But finally,
you get the platinum
round
medal
6.
if you beat his record.
Round 6 is Red Dead Redemption 2. No checkpoint skips. The highest ranked time, 12 hours, 59 minutes. You must complete it in 30 minutes.
God damn it.
That is my next submission. Anyway, who's up? Anthony, why don't you go?
Sure. You guys know the lovely sport chess boxing?
Yes, that's one of my next. That was my next one.
No? What?
Chess
I love
Why
boxing.
do you
chess
both know what it
boxing.
is?
Chess boxing is a sport. I believe it's UK. There are how many rounds do you know, Chris?
How many rounds? Chess boxing has I think it's 3 rounds, right?
No, because they alternate. It has 11 rounds. It has 6 rounds of chess and 5 rounds of boxing, with 1 minute intervals between rounds. So either you can win in one of 2 ways. You could checkmate them, or you can knock their ass out. Now, if it goes to the end, it is a tie.
What does that mean?
It's a draw.
Yeah.
If it goes to the end?
If it goes
you
to
don't
the end of
checkmate
11
him
rounds.
or knock your opponent out.
In how many rounds?
11.
11.
Okay.
Honestly, I think this is a fucking genius fucking
It's an
sport.
incredible sport.
This is really good.
It's so cool.
It's the brains and brawn of sports, you know?
Mm-hmm. Is it a tag team?
No,
No.
you'd have to do both.
Yeah, you start with
So you
chess
have to
and
get hit in the head, and then
go to chess.
checkmate him.
Now, like I said, there's 1 minute intervals between rounds. But what the fuck? Each round lasts 3 minutes. There's 1 minute intervals between each round, and each round is 3 minutes. That's 43 minutes for this sport, for each match.
Holy fuck.
Each round is 3 minutes.
Yes.
So there's 3 minutes of chess, a minute break, 3 minutes of boxing, another minute break,
Yep.
etc.
Yep.
That'd be a fun sport to participate in, I feel.
I
This
doubt.
seems real intense. This sounds fucking awesome.
I doubt
Yeah.
there is many ties. To be quite frank,
No.
there's no fucking way. You know what I mean?
I think this
there's
is
no
an
way.
excellent sport. Yeah.
There's no way you don't blunder after getting your head caved
Yeah.
in. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Also,
Or
last time I
way
checked, the
you don't
people
just
who
get knocked
play, people who do boxing, probably don't know too much about chess, and vice versa. People who play a lot of chess usually don't know too much about boxing. So I think this is just a very cool sport, all in all.
Uh-huh. That they have to be good at both.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I'd love to see a bunch of scrawny chess players just boxing.
You know what? I'm gonna find a video of that right now.
I want to see.
Okay.
Weight class of 70.
Chris, what is your next one?
My next one I got here for you guys is real special, and I'm just gonna read the Wikipedia description. In the sport of ferret legging, competitors tie their trousers at the ankles before placing 2 ferrets inside and securely
Oh,
fastening
God.
their belts to prevent the ferrets from escaping. Each competitor then stands in front of the judges for as long as he can. Competitors cannot be drunk or drugged, nor can the ferrets be sedated. In addition, competitors are not allowed to wear underwear beneath their trousers,
Oh my
which must
God.
allow the ferrets free access from one leg to the other. And the ferrets must have a full set of teeth that must not have been otherwise filed or otherwise blunted. The winner
What?
is the person who lasts the longest. The sport is said to involve very little quote-unquote native skill, simply an ability to have your tool bitten and not care.
This is the official Wikipedia.
What?
Oh wait, the former world champion Reg Meller is credited with instituting the practice of wearing white trousers in ferret legging matches to better display the blood from the wounds caused by the animals.
Oh my
Competitors can attempt from outside their trousers to dislodge the ferrets, but as the animals can maintain a strong hold for long periods, their removal can be difficult.
Oh my fucking god.
I have no words for this.
Ferret legging is
it
an
in.
English sport.
Of course it is. Didn't even have to say that.
Um,
Also, what was the guy's name?
the guy's name? Fucking Reg Meller. It's,
Of course it's a fucking English sport.
yeah, the name's, oh, it's probably Reg, like Reginald. But
Still.
Reg Meller.
Either way.
But yeah, apparently it started in pubs where just drunk ass motherfuckers would bet to see who could keep a ferret tied up in their pants for the longest. But just the dude who just would wear white pants to show off the blood from the ferrets is a psychopath.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyways, it is a
Masochist.
dying sport, which is unfortunate.
Is that
What a
unfortunate?
damn
No,
shame.
not at all. Unless we add it to the Olympics, and then it'd be
That is
funny.
100% animal cruelty.
I know.
Okay,
This is comedy, by the
we
way.
we need to begin speed running.
All right.
This next one I have.
Lightning round.
This next one I have is called Ultimate Tag. I actually watched
Oh,
this.
fuck yeah. That sounds awesome.
I actually watched this. It's really fucking interesting. So, Ultimate Tag, there are numerous teams, and the game consists of 3 rounds. So, round 1 is called Chase Tag. It's where it's a 3v3, and there are 3 taggers, and there are 3 avoiders, I guess you would say. Evaders, perhaps. And they have to run in a U-shaped course to avoid the 3 taggers. With the match adjudicated by a linesperson on the line side of the closest to the crowd, the contestants are released into the course with a 10-second head start over the first tagger, who would stand 5 feet behind them. It's pretty fucking cool. It's
Interesting.
they have to the person who lasts the longest scores 3 points, and then 2 points to the second place contestant and 1 for the third place. In addition, the contestant who is not tagged after 2 minutes earns a bonus point and further bonus points after every 30 seconds. That's pretty fucking sick. Which leads us to round 2 with Dodge Tag. 3 contestants run through an obstacle field while 2 taggers are placed in the middle of the course. They have to go on opposite sides of the course and push buttons without being tagged. Kind of like Sharks and Minnows.
Huh.
Yeah, you know what Sharks and Minnows are? Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are.
I mean, know what Sharks and Minnows is.
Yeah, you guys were kids once. And then there's the final
Childhood.
round, round 3, where there are 2 different games that take place in this round. The men play one while the women play the other. Once the game will be shown during the episode, this is a TV show for the record, that's why it's reading like this. while the other game is shown in a recap in form following a commercial break, which pairs plays which game and which game is shown in full changes from episode to episode. Let's just fucking
Okay,
skip
all
round
right.
3.
Okay.
I got some.
Should have read that.
Lightning round.
I should have read that beforehand, I think. Oh, there's a showdown where it's a tagger versus avoider, and they play against each other. They switch.
It's regular old tag, but you have a taser.
Taser tag.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's one person you have to get everyone else out.
Hell yes. I got one. Speed cubing. Speed cubing is speed Rubik's Cube solving. Anyways.
All right, next.
Toe wrestling. It's what you think it is.
Jack, you got any more?
Also what you think it is.
I'm saving it.
I'm just gonna name these. I'm not gonna go into any
keep going.
detail. Jolly ball, which is juggling, is a mixture of juggling and volleyball. That's all you get to know. There's also a juggling triathlon, which you do a triathlon while juggling. There is
not hold on. It's not you juggle 3 different things or like you get thrown 3 things. You just do a triathlon
and juggle. So you have to ride a unicycle while juggling, swim while juggling, and juggle while running.
How do you swim while juggling? Do they
one-handed
backstroke? You one-handed juggle while backstroke.
It's called swuggling.
That is a disgusting fucking name.
It is.
That's horrible. That's fucking horrible.
Competitive bricklaying, competitive grocery bagging, the Mr. Ugly competition, which is in Zimbabwe.
I got one. This is not necessarily a sport, but it is a celebration that people did in Alaska until PETA said no. It's called Moose Dropping Festival, where
No.
where they would take poop of moose, and they would paint it in clay and then number it and then try to get it on a target. And PETA saw this and was just like, "You're killing moose," and they're like, "No, we're not."
That's not that bad. But also, what does that have to do with moose lives?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. But
It is
PETA
stupid.
thought it did. And so they're like, "You're killing moose." And the Alaskans are like, "No, we're not." And then PETA's like, "You're killing moose." And then now it is a law that you can't drop a moose out of a plane.
What?
Because they thought it was moose dropping.
This cannot be
They're so
real.
stupid.
That is fucking real. Look it up.
Okay.
The goal.
Here, I got
the goal,
one.
by the way,
I got
was
one
to
for
get
Go for
poop
it.
onto a target. That is the goal.
Not
I got
drop a moose out of a fucking plane.
I got a great one here for you. I'm not going to give you any explanation. It's called land diving. Another one I got for you. It's called running of the bulls. An alternate to it is called running of the nudes. That's the Pamplona bull run. Anyways, next up, a little one I like to call Russian roulette. That would be funny.
That would be funny.
The last one I want to say, and this is a genuine one I think they should add to the Olympics, is jousting.
Yes,
I
fucking
agree
yes.
wholeheartedly.
Jousting
I
and
knew this was
medieval
coming.
weapons fighting.
I'm surprised it
Anyways,
hasn't happened yet.
Yeah,
Fuck
I mean,
fencing. Get rid of fencing and just put
Fuck
straight up
sword fighting.
delimbing sword fighting.
Yeah, I don't even like fences. Like, who cares about your private property? Fuck.
Go to hell.
Jack, what are your last ones for us? Give them to me.
The final
in my ears.
final event. The final event. This closes out the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see why in a minute.
The Cram Jam Olympics. These events are all being added to the actual Cram Jam Olympics.
The
by the way.
Cramlympics.
The Cramlympics. The Jam Olympics.
The Cram Jam Linkets. Fuck.
That's it. That's
Jam
it.
Lincoln.
It's Abraham Lincoln.
How'd you fuck that up?
I told you I can't talk.
Jack, finish us off. Get us
Okay,
out of here.
This is called triathlon. Not that one. It begins with a 5-mile sprint, which is then followed by a 5 more mile sprint. But you are given a gun. And you have to shoot the other Olympians. And then it ends
Rubber
with
bullets. Rubber
5
bullets.
more miles. Nope. With 5 more miles
For censorship.
of sprinting. But your gun is taken away. And every single spectator from here on out has a gun. And the remaining Olympians must survive to the end.
Wait, okay, here I have an alteration of yours. For the second leg of it, you give them a melee weapon of their choice instead, but then for the final leg, all the spectators get a gun with 1 bullet each. So it's a spectator sport as well. So if you shoot the person that's going to get gold, then you get gold by proxy for the spectators. Like the spectators also get prizes, for how many.
I will not accept any amendments to this event.
All right, then we're going to have the alternate
5 miles.
triathlon.
You run for 5 miles, then you're given a gun, and for the next 5 miles, you have to eliminate all the other Olympians around you.
What I would do is I would
Your
run.
gun is taken, and the spectators are given one, and they have unlimited ammunition. Nobody has ever won this event, and nobody ever will.
Got ammo here. Ammo here. Get your
And
ammo here.
the only people allowed to compete are death row inmates. This is our new form of capital punishment.
Wait,
that
what?
we're
Have you
employing
ever seen
in
the movie?
United States?
Have you ever seen the movie Death Run, or what was it called? Death Chase?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Have you ever played Gmod Death Run?
Is it called Death Chase? Death Tag?
You ever played Left 4 Dead in 30 minutes?
Movie
Anyways,
where
Anthony, what do you have for us for
inmates
surprise segment?
What's our surprise segment? We're running low on time.
race to
That
death.
we are. Please.
Yeah, it's called Death Race. There's numerous death races. Anyways,
Interesting.
so today's surprise segment is by me. I saw
What?
something on my Snapchat article page, if you guys know what the hell that is, because most of you don't. It's basically just a bunch of shitty fucking articles by these weird corporations and just groups of random people that just put their shit on here. And sometimes I think they're really fucking funny. So today I saw this man has eaten the most Big Macs in the world. And I go, oh, I gotta fucking watch this video. Take a guess to the number of Big Macs he's eaten in his life.
400.
2,000.
Oh, in his whole life?
In his whole life.
Oh, like 10,000.
20,000. I'm going higher than Jack.
The answer is 32,400.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
We were both so off.
He
Why?
would eat.
How did Christian guess 10,000 more than me and still be off by 12,000?
Because this man has exceeded our expectations, Jack.
What a fucking
Chad?
mad lad.
What a fucking
What a-
Chad?
Is he?
Yes.
Yes.
eating that much
Absolutely he is.
McDonald's?
There's no question.
His name is Donald Gorsk, by the way.
No, it fucking
No, it's
isn't.
not.
Oh my
It's not a. He can't. He changed it. He changed
No way he was
it.
born with that name.
No way.
He
His
said-
name is fucking Ronald McDonald ass. Fucking sure.
He said when he was 17 years old and he got his car, he went to McDonald's and he got 9 Big Macs. And he ate them all. And he said to himself, I'm going to eat Big Macs every day of my life. For the rest of my life.
Hold on. What did you say his name was?
Donald Gorsk.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry. Everything I just looked it up, and everything I found said his name was. It just said Don, and I'm brain dead. And I went, wait a second, that's not the McDonald man. And then I realized I'm an idiot. And then I went, oh yeah, wait, Don is Donald. And so yeah, I
Okay.
just wanted to clarify that I'm an idiot and continue.
How old is this man?
He's
He's like 60?
67.
67?
He's 67.
He's coming up on 50 years. Next year.
Yeah.
This
Okay,
man
coming up on 50
also,
years.
if you picture what you think the man who has eaten the most Big Macs looks like. in
What's
your
the
head
number
real quick.
again?
Over 32,000.
32,340.
Now, Jack, I'm gonna send you a photo of what this man looks like, and I'm gonna tell you, you're not gonna be expecting it.
He goes on
This
6
is the
miles
man.
walks every day. He's a very limber man, 67
Yeah.
years old. He has spent
He looks like
Just
he's
on
very-
Big Macs?
How old
He
is
looks
he?
malnourished.
How old is he?
67.
67.
67. 67.
If assuming that Big Mac prices were always what they are right now, which is $4, give or take tax, let's say $6, just to round up, he would have spent $161,700 excluding gas prices, getting Big Macs every fucking time he got a Big Mac.
Well, we could probably round down because inflation would have raised the price of Big Macs.
Okay,
but
okay.
Still,
But
still,
but
that
still.
is a lot.
But still,
of
if anyone
fucking
wants
money.
if anyone wants to beat his record, they gotta spend that much fucking money.
Exactly, they have to now. Yeah. I mean, is it worth it?
By the way, he has kept every receipt, every Big Mac box he's ever had. He has these huge bags. Sorry, he has these huge boxes where he just collects the Big Mac boxes, and then he has containers labeled where he keeps the receipts per like month of each year.
Listen here. If he is 67, he has lived for, give or take, about 24,500 years, or days. 24,500 days of his life. That means if he were to eat Big Macs every single day, he would have had to eat just about 1.5 Big Macs every single day of his life.
This man has eaten Big Macs for every meal
for
a while.
He started with 6 to 9 every day. Then, in the last, 20 years of his life, he was doing 2, and now he's doing 1.
Okay.
He looks so normal, mostly.
Yeah. Okay, real quick, the last photo I just sent to you guys. Now I'll read some stats here for you. The 30,000 Big Macs is equivalent to the weight of 10.5 grown cows, the weight of 5, sedan cars, the weight of 16 grand pianos, and the weight of 79 baby elephants.
Wow.
Thank you for the graphic.
This man has eaten 79 baby elephants worth of Big Macs.
I gotta say, this photo of him with the burger hat
is incredible.
Great.
I love this photo.
Amazing.
Can you put this in
I
the
love this
thumbnail?
photo.
Can you put him in the thumbnail?
Absolutely, I can and will.
Thank you so
in
much.
Every thumbnail of the podcast
saving
from now
right
on.
now this image.
He has gone to the same McDonald's, by the way. He is also married and has children.
Yeah.
Wow. I wonder what they're always fed.
Yeah, I wonder what they eat.
He said that his wife said if she ever has to put a Big Mac in a blender, that he's no longer getting Big Macs. He's no longer getting Big Macs.
He'd better hope he dies before he gets to that point.
What will he eat?
He's gonna get teeth surgically implanted no matter what.
Now I want you to know that
robotic jaw.
I want you to know that before I saw this article today, I was in my kitchen eating the same meal I rotate my meal week, which is a burrito. And I was thinking to myself, because I'm lower class, I was thinking to myself, what do people eat for dinner every day? There's some people that eat the same thing every day. And then I saw that article not 20 minutes later.
Huh.
Interesting. I really want McDonald's now. I gotta be real.
It's making me want a Big Mac. It's weird. I don't ever want a Big Mac.
A couple McDoubles, maybe some nuggets,
Would you guys want to try to break his fucking record, though?
Never.
Absolutely not.
No.
Because we'd die. We would be dead people.
Yeah.
We could do it. It'd be easy.
No.
I mean, sure, we could do it. Would it be easy? That's probably not true.
I would die.
Yes.
I've been in the
Chris
hospital
would definitely be dead.
Yeah.
If you eat 6 a day for 15 years, you'll beat his record.
I know.
My heart would stop. That's what
my heart would stop within 2 days specifically.
Yes. What is this? Does this guy go on a 15-mile run every morning and then night?
He goes on
6
3 meals a day. How does this man afford to eat 9?
He used to eat 9.
Yeah.
What is he eating now? 4?
1.
Still too many. 1 a day.
Still, that's too many.
Oh, so he's a pussy.
Yeah. So he's lame now.
He goes to McDonald's and buys 8 at a time. So he won't have to keep on going there each day.
Yeah, just pop him in the fridge. Why not?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to talk about this guy.
I want to talk about one more thing. I just saw a video before we started the podcast called "Will Robot Spy Gorilla Be Welcomed by the Great Silverback?" And that's the question for you guys in the comments. Will the robot spy gorilla be welcomed by the Great Silverback? Let us know. What do you think?
This is so fucking random.
Here's another Olympic event for you. How about you have 2 boxing matches, one with a robot silverback and one with authentic real silverback.
And see who wins. Speaking of which, I actually found, I forgot to mention this during the rest of the podcast, but I found an orangutan boxing show. It's not a real boxing match. It's just like a staged one between 2 orangutans.
They're actors. They're paid.
They're paid. They are orangutan actors. And it's very funny to watch. So look it up if you want a good laugh. I don't know. Give it
a search.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris.
That's the end of this episode. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you so much for listening to this, whatever this has been. Follow us on everything at CramJamPod. Like and subscribe. Share this with anybody who you think might be interested, or, as always, anybody who's not interested, just to torture them. Maybe you really don't like them, and you want to send them this just to piss them off. That's fine. We'll take it.
Great plan.
We'll take any views we can get.
Yeah.
But
Big Mac.
We'll be back next week. Hopefully with Marcus. We'll have to see.
Mac.
And I have great news.
Mac.
I'm going to stab Anthony in the eyeballs
in 30
as
seconds.
soon as I can. Yep. I have great news. When we get Marcus back,
29?
we're bringing back a series that you guys seem to have liked. We're gonna do Sonic High School Part 2.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna read the next 3 or so chapters, however many we got through before. We'll read that equivalent amount.
And then maybe after that, we might actually finally review the movie
Space Jam
2, baby.
2, baby.
So look forward to that in the future, guys. Follow us on
Absolutely.
everything. Bye.
We're gonna be doing quite a few movie reviews, I think.
Mhm. We got a few movies on the backlog that we got a few that we want to watch.
Absolutely,
as a group
we do.
to just refresh our memories on. But
So yeah,
enjoy.
expect a lot of those. Thanks for listening. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.